wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 56. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 26.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Hey. 4 down.
We're going to 54.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it'll be third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Oh, it's looking long for Witten. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26.
It's Geis on the counter. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 480. Here we go, going to 53. Hey!
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins, he's going to sling this deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They give it here to Thompson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a run with Geis. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. This is Geis. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Undercrush.
Now Elliott. Got some room at the 30. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 83 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, it's Thompson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
At the 18-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, and a loose football, and the Redskins scoop it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
I can't believe they even let you play. 56 to Mike, boys.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Let's go.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Switch up, switch up. Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go,
The
baby.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Right there in the middle, 55.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd down, here's Geis. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Exit.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Montez Sweat in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Haskins will throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 5.
55, mark, 55.
Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, kill. 47.
On third down, it's Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Forbath will put this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 55. 55, Mike. Okay, double. 55.
Throwing now is Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Get in the weight room. Check 55. Check 55.
We want this.
Hey, check right. Watch it, 55.
Haskins to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All day, every day.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all rests on the foot of Kai Forbath. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The